Hello, and welcome to another chapter of a tome pulled right off the shelves at the heart of the Jakuls. As always, I'm your adept host, Lothran, and there's ever so much more data to relay. So let's get to it, shall we? Go grab a filling meal, settle into a cozy spot, and pay accurate attention to Fleet Part 37, The Root Cause. Vilivin shut his eyes. He let the wave of noise wash up and over him. "What are we going to do?" Someone screamed in utter and complete terror as they shifted back and forth, wandering without purpose or intent. "Shut the fuck up while we're trying to get this effing box open! Somebody shut him up!" Vilivin continued to wait as his mind raced across all the variables of their shared situation. "How am I supposed to do that?" "Be violent if you have to. Use force. I'm not going to die here in this room because that asshole is out of his fucking mind." "No!" He could wait no more. Vilivin shouted the single order, stepping between the frightened man and the one moving toward him. "Oh, what the fuck? I'll do it myself!" The engineer, with his hands on the box, marched over to the interruption to his path to safety. "Cam is testing us. We are in no danger." Vilivin held up his hand. "I'm not waiting around to find out whether that's true. Now get out of my way!" "Think. Cam Novir isn't the sort of person who's going to waste lives just to prove a point. Each of us is valuable to him, otherwise he wouldn't have selected us in the first place." "How do you know he values us at all?" The older man snarled at the younger and shorter engineer blocking his path. "His previous actions speak volumes for what he would and would not do. When he arrived in Milligrams, he found that the citizens of the area had grievances with Deramore, so he fought beside them. The moment he discovered the truth, and that really the grievance was with Deramore over Milligrams, he agreed to talks with Impericor Thazon and negotiated a ceasefire and peace deal beneficial to both parties, in exchange for his own place commanding a shipyard anywhere in or around Milligrams to help keep the peace. Does he sound like the sort of fool that would waste lives to you?" Vilivin, despite the massive weight and experience the elder man had on him, held his ground against whatever fate lay ahead of him. The older engineer thought about it for a few painfully long moments. "No, I guess not. I've read the report on what Thazon did to jumpstart the Javelin program. This reeks of that." Vilivin continued, since no one had moved to stop him. "Isn't that classified?" someone asked from off to one side. "I didn't say that I had permission, just that I read the report." Vilivin glanced at the frightened faces around the room. "Cam is testing us, seeing the value of our resolve and our ability to solve problems no matter the obstacle placed in our paths." "How do you know? How are you so sure?" Someone else from the crowd spoke up, voicing concern. "Cam told us himself. From his own mouth, the words spilled for all of us to witness. 'You are in no danger,' he said." "If that's true and you figured it out, why are we still in here?" the old engineer asked of Vilivin, stabbing him in the chest with a heavily calloused, insistent finger. "Cam was telling us the pieces of the puzzle. We're locked in this room, together. He made us a team. We have to work as one to figure a way out and pass his test." Vilivin made his idea sound a lot more sturdy than it was when it had been tumbling around in his mind. "So what do we do, kid?" the wizened old engineer asked of him. "The box!" Vilivin ran over to it, searching on its surface until he found anything of note. His hands ran over some old lettering, but he couldn't make it out. "It says something. I think it's Old Jakul." The old engineer ran to his side, running his finger over the etching in the hard metal surface. It's been a while, but I think Scientium Veritatis Actio Vero Verum Merito. Truth and knowledge, truth and action, truth and merit. Something like that, something close to it. My wife was the expert in old Jakul, not me. Was? Vilivin asked, even as he recognized the look of deep sadness crawling across the man's features. The Sildarum, when they hit Murdiag 4, the worn old engineer said as little as he could about the subject. Then the box opened in his hands, saving them the trouble of talking about it more. These are just parts. There's no bomb in here. Don't you get it yet? Everything Cam said was a clue. We'll see messed up shit. The idea that he's going to blow us up, that's pretty messed up. If we fail the first test in an hour, we're not in danger. But we might fail, the old fixer suggested. We might, but we could use these parts to build a bomb and free ourselves from this room and pass this test. Vilivin filled in the missing part of his previous explanation. Is there a shard specialist in the room? The kid yelled out to the other members of the crowd. I am! A lanky man ran over, quickly sorting through the contents of the container. Not a lot in here other than a few flakes, probably not enough to make a bomb of any means, sir. The man offered up the designation of rank. Vilivin looked to the old engineer, who shrugged and pointed back to Vilivin, indicating whom the old salt felt this specialist was referring to. What about the shard Cam left for us? Highly unstable. Wouldn't recommend touching it with your skin. Cam touched it. Cam also built a spaceship in one night by accident, the specialist replied. All three of them silently agreed that they shouldn't underestimate Cam Novir anytime soon, nodding in unison with one another. What about if I take my shirt and sling it around the shard and then move it to the door? We still need to set it in place, secure the device, and protect everyone from the blast, the specialist instructed them. How much time is left, old man? Vilivin asked of the weathered engineer. About 40 minutes tops. That enough time? Well, maybe if we get to work quick. Well, let's get to work. People are counting on us. Vilivin gave the order, not sure if others could hear the shaking in his voice or see the terror in his eyes. And so it is. Our time together has once more come to a close. I hope each and every one of you enjoyed the tale as much as I have the telling of it. As always, I've been your persistent host, Lothran, and this was Fleet Part 37, The Root Cause. Another tale right from the heart of the Jakuls. And now, we must once again part ways. Korvoth, guide them back along the proper path, back to the safety they know all too well.
Yes, sir, Lothran. I was right. Hooray, Korvoth. I knew it was a trick. Okay, gotta get back to work. A pleasant greeting and a fond farewell to each and all. Please leave all your comments, questions, and kindnesses down below. Don't you let me catch a single one of you leaving any of that mean, rude, or terrible stuff, though. You keep all that nonsense to yourselves. You got it? Remember to like, share, and subscribe to help us learn, spread, and grow. And don't forget that we strongly encourage each and every one of you to stay safe out there. See you again tomorrow for Fleet Part 38. I can't wait to hear the rest of this tale. Good night and good luck. You need it. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.